The following is a presentation of TFNN. Live at TFNN, the Money Masters. Now, your Money Masters, Tom O'Brien and Steve Rhodes.
Welcome, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We do appreciate you being with us out here today. We have the Dow down 16. NASDAQ is down 2. S&Ps are flat. You got gold up 22. Silver's up 71. Platinum is flat. Bonds are down 5 ticks. King dollar, she's pulling back. She's down 61.
Absolutely, yeah.
Euro is up 121. And, DXH2. So, let's see if she got any juice behind the move downtown out here today. So, DXH2 inside that dollar. Oh, it's interesting. Okay, so we're at 13,000. It's still not going to be enough, but it's going to get it. You're still coming back with lighter volume.
Yeah,
but
which is
it'll end up with 20, 21.
Yeah.
It's going into 33. But that move there is saying, the baby wants to go back to 78. Now, of course, you get the divergence this morning. And,
you do. You get the dollar weakening. You get the market weakening as well. So who's going to win out? Who do you think's going to...
My take is that this market's not going to stay red too long.
Yeah.
The thing that's... Now, this is just pure deviance, folks, okay? What you absolutely had is that, you're into this 27th. You don't have the juice that you're into it.
No question.
See, every time that it's actually backing down, it's backing down with lighter volume.
Yeah.
So it's like, this is not done yet. And that's just enough. When you get markets that are just like this, then they say, oh, hold it, I got to go again.
Yeah.
Stay with that currency. The currency is the number here. The currency is absolutely the number.
Dan, you know what it is? It's my hammer.
Yeah, it's
hammer.
Your hammer candle. Yeah, your hammer candle.
That hammer. Look at how that baby got tested yesterday and said,
"It absolutely
adios.
is.
I'm out of here."
Oh, on the euro, you mean?
Yeah, the euro.
Oh, yeah.
On the 120-minute chart.
Yeah.
Got down there, tested it, said, sayonara, baby.
Yeah, because the euro is getting wide price spread today, folks.
Oh, big time.
And what it just did, it just launched the 128.17, which 128.02, which puts it. That's going to be a big move.
Yeah, now it's looking at 129.
And a heartbeat, too.
It's gunning right after that.
Yeah, and a heartbeat. Pretty amazing.
And really, look, it's all just the normal breathing pattern. I mean, it's gunning for that area, which is nothing more than a 0.618 retracement. And as you come off that bottom, as you were saying, we had wide price spread, on this 2-hour chart that I'm looking at. And so it's just tackling that 0.382, letting a few folks off of the elevator.
Yeah.
And there are so many people that are short the euro. You talk about the fast acceleration because of the squeeze.
Yeah.
That's on out there.
No,
so that ought to push it up. And we'll have to watch how it comes into that 129 area.
Yeah. Well, so this is a beautiful thing. And folks, there's the trades that are on right now, but there are so many trades that are setting up.
Oh,
you're not going to have enough money to trade them all, believe me. I mean, and they're everywhere.
And if the pattern's fully complete, what's actually very cool about it is that, many of these are going to be turning into either tiger gartleys or tiger butterflies, which is even more cool.
I know. Seriously,
because you're going to get beyond those swing points like you're talking about. The S&P is up, testing that October 27th.
Right.
It's not going to have the juice.
Nope.
On the way up there. There'll be another big push down.
And it just
which will then be another buying opportunity.
Yep. And you can see what happened today. So the high in the Russell is 769.46. Now you see something sick. So watch this, folks. We hit 769.15 today. We haven't hit it. It wants to hit it. The thing's going to hit it, man.
No question.
I mean, it's crazy. We go over to the NASDAQ composite. We look at the composite. The composite's way away from it. The composite wants to hit it, too.
Yeah, that's right. The question is going to be, as the composite gets up there, it's just going to really tag the top. While the other patterns are completing their butterflies or what have you.
Exactly.
You didn't have the ES Mini again this morning. It was up strong.
Yes.
In the early morning hours, trying to launch that October 27th area. And still just hanging out, just hanging out here, just building some strength, as you say, building some cause.
It is all we've done here. If we look at the SPY, and all the SPY just did, you back down on a 10-minute with 4.9 million, and you're going into 6 million.
Yeah.
The SPY's going to be right back to green.
Yeah.
You know. Hey, this morning,
Yes.
right? You know, we're talking astrologically, right?
Yes.
This is so cool, folks. This is amazing. There's an article, I forgot whether it's in the Journal or the Times, right?
Yeah.
That so we got all these new cameras, okay, that are, you know, looking at the sky.
Yeah.
Well, folks, there are as many planets and universes around the planets. Their analogy was as to grains of sand in the beach.
That's pretty cool.
That is a total mind blower.
That is really pretty cool.
But what happened? I thought we're only around for 2,000 years. What planet are we talking?
It is pretty amazing. You know,
oh my God, that is so cool! It's unbelievable.
Space travel.
Yeah.
You know, that will be so cool. You know, that may be our grandkids, okay? You
right.
know, that really, but won't that be cool to travel around in space and go to your planet?
Let me tell you something.
You know,
when you just wrap your head around that concept that there are many planets and that they're as grains of salt.
Yeah.
There's no way that we're the only people on Earth.
Yeah.
Well, in the universe.
Yeah,
I mean, how could that be?
In the universe, yeah.
You know,
yeah.
I mean, you know.
Well, whether we are, just look how small it is that we actually are compared to that entire
we're like little
universe.
ants.
You know?
Yeah.
We are little ants.
Totally,
you know?
man. Totally.
Except we're those kind of ants that, you know, we power up, power underneath, go around.
Yeah.
We never stop.
No, big time. That's right. That's a fact.
You know?
That's a fact.
Yeah, we're not those other ants that are related to those automatic negative thoughts. We don't have any of those ants.
No. And in fact, you know, we talk about living in love and living in fear.
Yeah.
If you wrap your head around the concept, folks, that there are billions of planets out there, you have to live in love.
Yeah.
I mean, because what are you afraid of? I mean, it's like there's nothing to be afraid of, and there's nothing, you know, when someone is trying to control even your thought process, you should tell them to go take a hike, because the bottom line is that that's not even close.
Right.
I mean, you know,
that's right.
Some of the concepts that are out there are like so far off the top, it's unbelievable. I mean, scientifically, if there's that many billions of deals, it's like. It's wild, man.
Yeah. No. And look, you know, we talk about the universe a lot. I talk about how the universe is just testing you. Well, it's because it's bigger than us. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So it's really just testing you with regard to what it is that you want, or you know, and what's so cool about it is math is, you know, I'm a math science kind of guy, more math, if you will, science. Now I'm art. Now it's really all about art. You know, what's so cool is being able to take the math and apply it to the chart, you know, and create and take a look at these different patterns that are out there. You know, take a look at the butterflies, you know, or Gartley patterns, and, you know, or take a look at the Dow folks. You know, the Dow futures, they really want to trade up quite a bit higher. I mean, these futures it will probably blow your mind where these things could get up to.
No, I'm.
You know, on these, it's up over the 27th. It's up over the swing point of December 6th. That means that what it's really doing, it's setting up in my opinion, it's setting up a 1.618 expansion,
right,
all the way up into this 12.8 area. I mean,
so
that's amazing.
So now this is sick. Well, listen to this,
folks. 12.4 right now.
Because the 12.8, folks, takes it actually over the July highs, which will get euphoria going.
Yeah.
That's what has to that's what has to happen anyway for a good pullback. There's no two ways about it. You know, it's like, okay, what's going to get it going? What's going to get it going is that, you know.
And isn't it cool that you can be pulled back there? There's a pattern that completes. There's a sacred geometry math, okay, and then you go over to the left, see what's going on the left side of the chart. That's right. And you're coming right up against the move of a move.
It's huge.
You know, how does that work?
I know. Seriously, man. Seriously.
But at least it does, which is cool.
No, but big time. You know, there's no two ways about it. You know, we go to we take a look at the futures markets out here. You got orange juice is getting smoked again. That was down about 8% yesterday. It's down 5% now. Natural gas, man. That little baby.
Boy, I did. You know, I know I've heard a couple callers call in, you know, asking about getting on natural gas.
Right.
You know, and you've made the point in pulling back and saying, realize how low this can actually get.
No, I'm exactly.
Because of this, you talk about a supply of planets out there and being a grain of salt. How about just natural gas all over the place?
Huge supply, no doubt about it.
And in fact, you know, and natural gas is big and huge up in Michigan, you know, where I grew up. I mean, natural gas fields all over the place.
Yes.
In fact, when I got into the computer business, the funders, the backers of that really came from the natural gas business. They had all kinds of money back then.
That makes sense. You know what's going to be wild is that what is happening out in those areas, which is pretty cool, is that what you'll see next, folks, is that there'll be entrepreneurs that are opening factories using the natural gas because it's so inexpensive next to in those country areas. Yeah. Okay? And one of the first...
Which will give them an edge.
Huge.
You know, give them a real edge from a cost standpoint.
Big time. Production cost, no doubt.
Yeah.
And one of the first ones that it's happening is that you got, I think it's in Ohio again, they're opening a steel factory.
Yeah.
And steel's been gone forever out of there.
Yeah.
And what they're doing, check what they're doing, this is pretty wild. They're making the piping for the fracking.
Oh, okay.
So you get two different things end up happening. You actually have the production in the state. They're already making money. Right. You push it in.
Which is good. That's the goal along America.
Yeah, no, there's no doubt about it, man. There's no doubt about it. Big deal. No two ways about it. We go overseas. Last night in Asia, you had flat markets.
Yeah.
No big deal. And Shanghai is just not backing off. Shanghai, patience is going to be the name of the game here. She looks like she's going to back off a little. But she only has to back off a little. And, then it's going to be interesting to see how we back off. We back off with lighter volume. That's something we're going to want to be all over.
Absolutely. That's right. Yeah, because you've had a little sign of strength in there, which is right.
Huge sign of strength. Yeah, absolutely. No two ways about that. Gold basically is getting the price, and it's going to get smoked. And, gold has to do with the euro going up, all above me. But when you look at this, 75,000 contracts going into 285,000, And in price point, it can still get a little higher. It can get into that 1670.
Yeah.
It hit 1662 today, but that's going to be problems in paradise. The GLD, you can see it. It's written all over the GLD. Yesterday we did 8 million. Today you're doing 2 million. You're going into 50 million. See ya. Don't want to be ya.
Yeah.
And this one's
especially if Paulson still has some.
This one's going to be. I suspect this one's going to be a big burn because people are walking into it.
Yeah.
It had today in the U.S. Mint what happened in January. Okay, more silver coins were bought off the U.S. Mint.
Yeah.
Than the highs of January of 2011.
Wow.
Yeah. Those numbers just come out today. So people are buying into it, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
So we'll see where it shakes out. And that's physical silver, I'm talking, folks.
Yeah. Beautiful physical silver.
Yeah, it is beautiful.
Yeah.
No, there's no doubt about it.
Silver eagles, gold eagles.
They are. They are.
Platinum eagles.
They are. And they get more beautiful every day. Don't they? It is funny, folks. If you've seen them before, well, but they seem to get more beautiful every day. I was thinking about that this morning in the context of a longer-term deal as to what it's worth. Just think about something. That a silver dollar was only $1.
I know, exactly.
It was $1. Right. Okay?
Well, it was really less than $1, right? Because it cost less than $1 to make it.
Yeah, but, okay. Now it's going to cost you, the spot's $30. It's going to cost you, $34?
Yeah.
Nothing like it.
Beautiful.
It's a beautiful thing.
But you said it's not going to go up to $49.50 again.
I did say that. Okay. I know. I might have to eat those words. We'll see.
X-Story Gold Mines, an NYSE Amex-listed company trading under the symbol XG, is slated to be the newest gold-silver producer in Argentina. X-Story is forecast to produce more than $250 million in bullion annually, beginning in 2013, at a cash cost of less than $200 for each ounce of gold produced. That forecast will make X-Story one of the highest margin operators in South America and a sector leader in the mining industry. X-Story has $50 million in its treasury, having spent over $60 million to date on drilling and engineering. The ultimate size of its Argentina discovery could be determined by year-end, as results from the 6 drills operating at the site are fully assessed. To find out more about X-Story Gold Mines and their exciting growth potential, click on their banner on the front page of TFNN.com or check them out on the NYSE Amex under the symbol XG.
TFNN is proud to bring you the cutting edge of investment newsletters. Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Ken is a top-down investor who lets price and volume in the major stock indices tell him when to be in the market and when to be out. By using his unique blend of fundamental and technical analysis, Ken will protect your hard-earned capital while realizing breakout gains. Go to TFNN.com today, click Investment Newsletters, and get Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks free for 2 weeks.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investment strategy. You're always looking for the next trading opportunity to magnify your perspective and maximize your returns. Direction Shares connects sophisticated traders with a powerful array of ETFs from a wide range of asset classes. The markets may go up and down, and you want tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor, Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
In 1929, Joe Kennedy had $4 million. By 1932, he grew it into $180 million. All this during the Great Depression. The good thing about economic difficult times is that the worst economy can produce the best rewards in the shortest period of time. In fact, during the last 130 years, 61% of that time has been spent in recession. How would you like the strategies that are bulletproof against the turmoil of our economy in these fast-changing times? For the last quarter of a century, I've studied and used the secrets used by millionaires and billionaires. These are bulletproof strategies that will absolutely astonish you. I'd love to introduce you to these concepts that will absolutely change your life. You'll learn the 3 ways to grow any business exponentially. I'm Steve Rhodes, co-host of the Money Masters with Tom O'Brien, and host of the Trader's Edge, both seen daily at TFNN.com. If you're even a little bit interested in accumulating wealth, providing a better life for you and your family, then go to TFNN.com, look under Breaking News, and click on the Get Steve Rhodes Special Report link, and I'll email you this free report, Pathways to Wealth.
Here's what people are saying about Tiger TV.
Let's go to John in Tampa. Hey, John, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. You having a good day out there?
A wonderful day. I love your Tiger TV. I watch it every day. I'm like a kid in a candy store.
Oh, man, I appreciate you out there watching it. How long have you been watching the Tiger TV?
I'm watching almost a month now, and it's wonderful.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it's cool. You see the charts and everything. Thanks so much for the hard work.
Tiger TV, a great news service from TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Goldfields. For more information, just click the Goldfields banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We get the Dow right now down 38, NASDAQ off 9, S&Ps are off 4. You got gold up 18, silver's up 55, platinum's up 250, bonds are back 8, King dollar is down 54.
Now you talk about worth your weight in gold. That webcast that you did last night on the Tick and Trend, absolutely fantastic webcast.
You like that?
Yeah. And for those folks actually that didn't get a chance to listen in, it's all the reason why they should sign up for one of your newsletters, become a subscriber so they can get access to that.
Yeah, what happens, folks, is that
it would be on. I don't know if it would be.
You get it free. Yeah, you get if you subscribe to Market Insights, you get when I do these paid workshops, you get them for free.
I mean, just so important because, there's no question, folks, and I love trading. I love looking for patterns and there's not a single one of us when we're putting trades on, especially when our clients' money is at risk.
Right.
Where you're not still, we have our own fear and greed, if you will, inside us, and it's really the fear aspect that you were really focused on last night. And it's where the most amount of money can be made. Yeah. Also in just such a quick period of time. Even that day, intraday. When you just take a look at on October 4th, which is, is the most recent bottom that was put in here.
Yes.
And like you're saying, you only use it a couple times a year or what have you. But the use there, folks, you would have been in the market on October 4th.
Yes.
Because of understanding how to use those tools. I know that Basil and myself, we really appreciate it. We love to learn, folks. We love to learn off of each other, and because, and Tom put so much time and effort into being able to understand what, you're a genius.
Joe, you're too much, man.
No. Look, I mean, what you share with folks, where you can really get that and how it's put together.
Well, you know,
go search the internet and try to find somebody that is really giving that to you.
And that whole key, folks, is, and let me tell you something, right? If you give everything away, you keep even getting smarter. And it's not smart. What it is that you're always searching for knowledge.
Yeah.
And that turns me on. Do you know what I mean?
No.
Because, you know, think about life for a second, folks. I want you to think about how many different times, I believe we're all the same.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And how many different times you put different scenarios going on in your head. Like yesterday morning. I'll tell you, sometimes I have to stop it, okay? Yesterday morning, I'm just waking up, and all of a sudden, man, and I can turn my brain off.
Yeah.
And I do.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the whole McDonald's story, Ray Koch, and turn your brain off so you can, when it gets going. So I wake up, and as soon as I wake up, wow, it's going like crazy.
I know.
I'm doing tumble salts in my head. I just start laughing, man.
Yeah.
I just, you know, but it's fun.
Well, hey,
it's
being
fun.
able to turn your brain off is real key when you're having trouble falling asleep.
Yeah.
Because that's really what, you know, if you're having trouble falling asleep, it's usually because your brain is going.
I have absolutely no trouble falling asleep. And so the trick, you know what the trick is, right?
No, I know. I want to know the trick.
Okay. Folks, this is, and I got this off Ray Koch, The Making of McDonald's.
Yeah.
This book, I read this book in 1972. 72 or 73. It was only 100 pages long.
Yeah.
Okay? And you got to remember something. When Ray Koch was making McDonald's, he started it when he was 56 years old.
No, I understand. Yeah, exactly.
Okay? And he understood that in order to have the amount of energy that he wanted to create, this huge company, because he always wanted to create this huge company.
Yeah.
And he tried a couple different opportunities. It wasn't there.
Right.
And then, you know, the story is that he was selling the multi-mix
milkshakes.
The milkshakes.
Yeah.
You know, these two brothers out in California were basically, you know, burning them up left and right, and he went out there.
Right.
And what he explained in the book is that if you want and need the amount of energy and have your brain working at full capacity and build a huge company, you have to be able to turn it off.
Yeah.
And at that point, you know, I was just starting out. I said, oh, man, this is a great concept. And right off the bat, I said, okay, and so what happens is that your incentive, folks, of turning your brain off and getting good sleep, your incentive is whether you're creating something, just if you want energy, whatever you want to do, if you do it, then you wake up really fresh. Yeah. And it's worked. It's worked for me forever.
Right. And so what's so cool about that, and I didn't realize it, is, you know, what I've been working with folks on the 9 o'clock show during the first segment is really this week is identifying your dreams, your outcomes.
Right.
You know, your toys, your rewards, your economics, your finance, or what have you. But what I've really been talking about is the importance, and you might not have heard this, the importance of really being able to go to a quiet, peaceful place in order to be able to do that.
Right.
Now, one of the places, you don't even know this, that I go, and I've done this on a couple occasions, I'm going to do it again here. I go over to the Diplomat Hotel down in Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, cool.
Okay, and on the back deck where that pool is, you know, and everything, and I'll just sit out there well before the sun is coming up and just start journaling and writing all the different outcomes that I want for myself over, you know, and I do it over different periods of time, and then that sun comes up and you got that energy, you know, and it's just quiet out there, you know, and even though you're around nothing but a whole lot of brick and mortar, I don't even see it. I'm just so, and it's quiet.
We got to do that together.
Yeah. Oh, it's great.
And when we come back, folks, I'm going to show you how to virtually do it.
I love it. Okay,
you know,
cool.
you make your own spot inside your head.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
We're going to be right back. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, you stay right there, folks. Dow is down 37, Nasdaq's up 6, S&Ps are up 3. We're going to be right back.
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. If you want to get great trade setups in equity as well as the option market, come over to TFNN.com and test drive my daily newsletter, Market Insights, for 2 weeks absolutely free. Each trade setup comes with a profit projection as well as stop placement. Included in Market Insights is a Twitter alert service. This allows you to take advantage of intraday setups. Volatility is back in the markets. What does that mean to you? To me, it spells short-term opportunity each and every day. The days of trending up on lighter volume are gone. We have come off the highs with volume across the globe. Don't get caught in a complacency trap. Many of the indices have given back 2 months of trading in 1 week. We have a trader's market. You can take advantage of this trader's market by test driving my daily newsletter, Market Insights, free for 2 weeks. Market Insights will give you the edge you're looking for in the markets. Go to TFNN.com, under newsletter, hit the Market Insight tab for your 2 week free test drive right here, right now.
In just December of last year, the price of gold was down over 10%. In today's highly volatile gold market, you need someone in your corner that understands the complex relationships that exist within the price of gold, as well as within a variety of gold equities. Whether it's the South African gold miners and knowing how the rand-dollar relationship will affect their bottom line, or understanding how John Paulson's $5 billion trade in the GLD can move the market, Tom O'Brien gives you the direction you need to become a better trader each week in his newsletter, The Gold Report. With over 20 individual equities covered and almost another 20 on the potential watch list each week, in addition to covering the XAU, HUI, GLD, and dollar, The Gold Report is a great source for any trader that is looking to be diversified in today's volatile gold market. For your 30-day free trial to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report, log on to TFNN.com today. Don't miss out on this great offer. Act now.
What type of investor are you? Conservative, moderate, or aggressive? No matter your investor personality, your overall portfolio should reflect your financial goals, time horizon, and your risk tolerance. Help ensure your portfolio is appropriately invested with an asset allocation plan from Morgan Stanley Smith Barney. Simply picking the right stocks is not enough. Research has shown that choosing the right proportion of stocks, bonds, and cash is essential to the success of your long-term investments. Morgan Stanley Smith Barney believes a carefully selected portfolio can lower your volatility and increase investment return potential. Find out about what asset allocation and a Morgan Stanley Smith Barney financial advisor can do for you. Call Angelo O'Brien, financial advisor and certified financial planner of the Clearwater, Florida branch at 727-441-6108 today to discuss your personal financial needs. Asset allocation does not assure a profit or protect against loss in declining financial markets. Investments and services are offered through Morgan Stanley Smith Barney, LLC. Member SIPC.
In 1929, Joe Kennedy had $4 million. By 1932, he grew it into $180 million. All this during the Great Depression. The good thing about economic difficult times is that the worst economy can produce the best rewards in the shortest period of time. In fact, during the last 130 years, 61% of that time has been spent in recession. How would you like the strategies that are bulletproof against the turmoil of our economy in these fast-changing times? For the last quarter of a century, I've studied and used the secrets used by millionaires and billionaires. These are bulletproof strategies that will absolutely astonish you. I'd love to introduce you to these concepts that will absolutely change your life. You'll learn the 3 ways to grow any business exponentially. I'm Steve Rhodes, co-host of the Money Masters with Tom O'Brien and host of the Trader's Edge, both seen daily at TFNN.com. If you're even a little bit interested in accumulating wealth, providing a better life for you and your family, then go to TFNN.com, look under Breaking News, and click on the Get Steve Rhodes Special Report link, and I'll email you this free report, Pathways to Wealth.
This segment is brought to you by Crocodile Gold. For more information, just click the Crocodile Gold banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
I like this one. Watch this. Okay, so I've bet $11.85. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We appreciate you being out here with us.
We're having too much fun.
Yeah, we are. We get the Dow right now down 36, Nasdaq's off 7, S&Ps are off 3.5, gold's up 15, silver's up 49. And
okay, so virtually, you're going to take us virtually.
So virtually, just as you said, it's great when you can do it.
Yeah, when you go to a physical place or whatever. That's right. Yeah, wherever that is.
And the way you do it virtually, folks, is that you take something like you have right there, right?
Yeah.
Whatever you want.
Yeah.
And what you're going to build in your mind, okay, you build... Now, when you're doing this, folks, you absolutely tell no one. Okay, this is the deal between you,
absolutely, no question about it.
Yourself, and I.
That's right.
It,
that's
okay?
right. Yeah.
So what you're going to do with this is that first you're going to lay down. You're going to build this place that's really safe in your mind.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
And when you do it, what you have to do, though, you have to actually visualize yourself like walking. Well, depending what it is, you have to visualize yourself going there.
For sure.
Visualize what you're going to do there.
Yep.
And that is your place. And let me tell you something. You can get anything accomplished in that place, and it's amazing. I mean, and that's where the real key comes in. That everything really is inside us. And
no question.
It's taking the time for yourself to say, okay, this is what I want to do, and this is how I'm going to do it.
Yeah. And I try to and I also do that. I mean, I do that all the time with regard to when I start off the shows, I show my spot Lanai or what have you.
Oh, I know.
Because for me, that's how you change your state.
It is.
What you're talking about being able to do. And when you get that, and you always want to be able to get in, especially when you're using the tick and trend, and you've got the fear index, okay, if you will, and you're trying to put those tools together.
Right.
You want to make sure that you are taking a look at that area, from a place of strength. And when you're going out to create your own dreams, you want to be doing it from a place of strength. And one of the things that works for me, that's why I just shared it with folks, was, see, I'm a sunrise person. I love the sun,
which is gorgeous.
Watching the sun coming up. I love watching the sun set, but as soon as it sets, I'm like, oh, bummer. The day's over.
Right. That's right.
And so, but there's a lot of folks out there that are definitely sunset people.
Okay.
And that's when they could actually be in their frame of mind of then starting to unleash and put together their, their dreams or whatever it is that they want to manifest in their life. That's why I suggest people, which type of person are you? Because if you're one of those two, because we're all energy,
I'm a sunrise,
then put yourself in that. Surround yourself in that environment when you start to do that process.
Yeah. It's intriguing, too, when you talk about time, folks, because I'm sunrise like you. But when I had the offices in Alaska, you talk about, this was really cool, folks. This is the only time this ever happened in my life, and I really loved it, too. I was absolutely not on time at all.
Oh, yeah.
It was just absolutely amazing.
Where's your watch?
I don't wear a watch. Yeah, right. No, I know.
We've got them in a drawer.
Yeah,
you go out to a nice place and you put
beautiful
them on.
Watches.
Yeah,
I know.
Right.
But I know. And not being on time was amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, and what would happen, folks, is that because I was flying, I wasn't flying a lot, but every 2 weeks I was flying from Boston, up to Alaska, stay there 3 or 4 days, fly back.
Yeah.
What ended up happening is that I realized that time didn't mean anything. So sometimes I'd work at 2 or 3 in the morning.
Right.
Other times, I wouldn't. And it was really cool because I realized that I wanted to do 24 hours a day.
Yeah. But what is cool about it is we talk about that, but yet time is still so important to both of us.
Yeah. Well,
we really maximize our time.
For sure.
Because we're so present.
Right.
With regard to being in that minute and in that moment.
Big time.
I know Larry was talking yesterday. I caught just a part of Larry's show, and he was somehow, I don't know, somebody asked him a question about, how many hours does he work a day? I just caught that segment or whatever, and he said, and basically his response was, he can't remember, he doesn't work.
Yeah,
he doesn't work,
Exactly.
But for what he has a passion for, he might spend 10, 14 hours a day taking a look at this. Or more. It's that time piece of it. Which is cool.
Listen, folks, come over to our website at TFNN. You're going to see right under breaking news, the Pathway to Growth webinar.
I don't know if it's up there yet.
I
don't know if it's up yet.
Oh.
Well, we just let you in on a little.
Well,
that's okay. We'll tell them about it anyways. After we come back, we'll go to Jason in London.
TFNN is proud to bring you the cutting edge of investment newsletters. Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Ken is a top-down investor who lets price and volume in the major stock indices tell him when to be in the market and when to be out. By using his unique blend of fundamental and technical analysis, Ken will protect your hard-earned capital while realizing breakout gains. Go to TFNN.com today, click Investment Newsletters, and get Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks free for 2 weeks.
Put the power of the Chapman Wave methodology to work for you. No matter what market you trade, what time frame you trade in, or your trading style, the Opening Call, Basil Chapman's daily market newsletter, is bursting with the information and trades you need to become a more successful trader.
I've been using Basil Chapman's Chapman Wave methodology for several years now. His Chapman Wave can be used for any time period for not only equities, but futures, currencies, commodities. I've been also a subscriber of his Opening Call, which I find an invaluable tool to help me analyze the potential of the market each day. He gives you opportunities to go short and long. It includes recommendations on stocks. I strongly recommend people using the Chapman Wave, and I very, very strongly support the use of his Opening Call.
To find out more about Basil Chapman and his Chapman Wave methodology, and to get your 2-week free trial of the Opening Call, a $64 value, visit TFNN.com today.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we pay you more for converting your jewelry to cash.
Let's go to Brian in New Jersey. Hey, Brian, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, just want to let you know I did give you some jewelry. My jeweler offered me about $650. Let you get a check in the mail tomorrow for about $1,200.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, it's all about honesty when converting your jewelry to cash.
Okay, let's go to Paul in Florida first. Hey, Paul, what's going on?
I want to commend you on the Tiger Metal Exchange. I just did a deal with you guys the other day.
Oh, good.
And very happy.
Well, I appreciate it. Now, did you sell us jewelry or did you buy coins off us?
I sold you jewelry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What we weighted at was less than you guys said, so, you're totally honest.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we give you the tools to value your gold, and it's absolutely free. Call 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. We've created the easiest, safest, and most honest cash for gold process. Tiger Metal Exchange. It's the only call you need to make.
Here's what people are saying about Tiger TV.
Let's go to John in Tampa. Hey, John, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. You having a good day out there?
A wonderful day. I love your Tiger TV. I watch it every day. I'm like a kid in a candy store.
Oh, man, I appreciate you out there watching it. How long have you been watching the Tiger TV?
I'm watching almost a month now, and it's wonderful.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it's cool. You see the charts and everything. Thanks so much for the hard work.
Tiger TV, a great news service from TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Great Panther Silver. For more information, just click the Great Panther Silver banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. You get the Dow down 44, NASDAQ off 10, S&P's off 5, gold's up 14, silver's up 47, bonds are down, platinum's down, King Dollar is down 43. And we'll see where this market wants to go. We take a look at the S&P, the SPY. Come on, baby. Okay, so SPY wants to go up.
That's right.
Go along the SPY. Go along America. Hey, where's that bear? Let's go to Jason in London. Hey, Jason, what's going on?
Guys, how you both doing? Okay.
You're doing great, man. You having a good day out there?
Yeah. I'm reading because I found your point regarding switching off at night really interesting. Before I was a full-time trader, I was a business psychologist and teaching at a university over here in the UK.
Okay.
And last year we had published in the Harvard Business Review and the Journal Ergonomics exactly the sort of issue you're discussing there. You're talking about the inabilities or the ability to switch off in your case when you go to bed at night.
Yes.
That's called rumination.
Illumination or rumination?
Rumination.
Rumination. Okay, cool.
So if you ruminate when you get home and you think about work,
yes,
and you don't switch off, your cortisol level, which is a stress hormone, remains elevated through the night. And so you don't get any cortisol recovery until a weekend. And if you take a look at that article in the Harvard Business Review, it shows managers basically on Sunday, their cortisol levels go through the roof before they start work on Monday because it's the anticipation of work effect.
That is so cool.
Actually, Jason, what's so cool about that is, before I start my 9 o'clock show, I jot down some notes about what I want to talk about. And if I pulled them up and I could show them to you on the screen, you would see that one of the things that I wrote down, because I was talking about, the importance of being present of where you are, that when you're at work, you're thinking about your home problems, what most people do when they're home. They're thinking about their work problems, which just creates just what it is that you're communicating, which is so cool. Because I wrote that down this morning. Huh?
As a trader, you need to be able to have the mental discipline to switch off.
Absolutely.
To get the recovery, because otherwise you miss your signals, you jump the gun, or you delay pressing the trigger. And, I've been there, I do it, and I know when I'm trying to trade through the night, and I try and trade the U.S. Open, so I've traded overnight, oh my God, it's a mess.
That's so cool, man. What's interesting about that, even, do you remember a couple weeks ago, what ends up happening is that, of course, my friends know what I do, but they also know that, over the weekend, folks, what happens is that, you're in Florida. You got a nice quality of life, a huge quality of life. So Sundays you're always over someone's house, and someone's having a glass of wine. And the bottom line is that on Sunday afternoons I'm straight all the time. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And so it's really funny because people even watch the game or something.
And in certain Sundays, Jason, what ends up happening is that my mind's really going, right?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And 2 weeks ago, it was 2 weeks ago, someone looked across the table, we were eating supper, and they says, "Oh man, you're not even here."
Yeah.
And I wasn't. And you know, I want to be there.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
For sure.
And then I just said, "Well, Asia, you know," my buddy says, "Asia's opening right now, right?" I says, "Yep, it's going to be open in about 10 minutes." So it's funny how it goes, man. It really is.
What part of London are you in Jason?
I'm just on the outskirts. I'm towards Guildford, between Guildford and London.
Oh, cool.
It's southwest. But I'm in London a lot. But I just need the countryside, a bit of fresh air, a bit of cognitive recovery.
Perfect.
That's great.
That's right. We like that, man. We like that.
Yeah. Avoid busy places. Guys, I've been looking at setting up shorts in the near future, and I was looking at Harley Davidson as a potential short. Could you just take a quick look and...
Let's see what we got here. We got HOG, HOG. The low's 31, the high's 46. They pay a % dividend. Okay, so let me bring this back a little bit more. So put this on a weekly. Put it up on a weekly. Well, yeah, I see what you're looking at. Okay, so what you have is this, folks, is that you have a high with no volume. You come off the high with volume, which is crucial. And oh, cool, man! I see what's happening here. Now, this is a potential shot. Where the problem comes in, I wouldn't do it. Okay, this is what you have, Jason. It is a shot over $41. Okay.
Yeah.
But watch this. This is why it's not a shot. So in one way, it's like you can. Yeah, it goes high, has lighter volume, rejects it. But then on the way back down, it's going to be really hard for this stock to break 37.81. Because 37.81 is the high of where strength come in. So this is the way this is setting up. This is actually building a whole base. You know, so it looks like they're going to be basically selling Harley Davidsons to the next generation that's coming up. Because my generation owns dozens of them in the garages that are not being used.
Yeah. And what you can do is when it gets down into the 33, 35 area is take a look if it's coming back down there with the right volume, light volume. There you can take a look at pulling the trigger to go long.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I'd only be kind of trading inside that range.
Yeah.
I mean, I never really hold on to try and test the lows most of the time anyway. So, $5 is good for me.
That's a beautiful thing, man. Hey, listen, so what is the give me that study again. I want to hunt that study in the Harvard Review.
Well, I can send you the link. I'll send you the link as soon as we hang up, all right?
That's a beautiful thing, man. You send us that link. Thanks, Jason.
I mean, it's really important for performance.
It's a beautiful thing, man. Get these tigers and tigresses.
We all take care of each other. You know?
That's right, man. I love it.
Yeah. All righty. Take care, guys.
Have a great one. Have a safe one. You know,
it's so cool what you've created here.
Yeah,
with us being around the world, and
right.
And just all of our conversation, folks, is absolutely, totally off the cuff.
Yeah.
Just whatever flows or what have you.
Yeah, totally.
And it hits a trigger with someone.
Right.
And then, in this case here, Jason's going to be able to, send something to us that we didn't even know existed out there. It's so cool.
Yeah, I know. And this is what's really cool, folks, okay? We talk about this. Just trust yourself.
Yeah.
I have no clue. I mean, he's, a professor, okay, so he understands the science behind it.
Yeah.
Always I know that if you do things that work for your own head, it's where it's at.
Oh, absolutely.
And that common sense and just trusting yourself is where it's at. Because, you don't know what someone else thinks. You absolutely know what yourself thinks.
Yeah. Well, it's like one of the intros that I use for my morning show. It's Ed Young calling in, and talking about just the importance of getting your head straight.
I got to get hold of him today. I was walking today. I was thinking about him. I said, I need to hear Ed Young's voice.
Oh, good.
I love his voice, man.
Absolutely.
We're going to call him as soon as I get off right now. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, Tigers and Tigresses. We're going to be right back.
Are you looking for a precision edge in the market? Something that can stack the odds in your favor? Then look into Larry Pesavento's new trading newsletter, Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind. In each weekly issue, Larry explains what's going to happen in the markets based on the pattern he sees developing and gives you actionable trade ideas based on those patterns. Plus, you'll get his detailed analysis on a variety of markets and sectors, including stocks, treasury bonds, the gold market, oil, the dollar, the forex market, and more. And you'll get the Technical Corner segment, which is a short but powerful weekly training session on trading. You'll get access to all the patterns Larry is seeing in the markets, plus the Astro Harmonics and powerful Bradley stock market model that Larry utilizes for less than $5 a day. An extremely potent combination that will give you just the edge you've been looking for. Try patterns, profits, and peace of mind absolutely free for 2 weeks. Go to tfnn.com and click on the free trial link at the top of the page. That's an $85 value, yours free when you register right now. Get Larry's patterns, profits, and peace of mind and get the edge you've been looking for.
Hi folks, Steve Rhodes here. Tom O'Brien and I need your help. Together, let's change the cash for gold industry once and for all. Now is the time to unleash the game changer, and that's you folks. We've all seen the power of viral marketing. It's overthrown dictators, and now it's time to rid the thieves in this cash for gold industry. Together, we can change this industry in a heartbeat. You know about our industry-leading payouts, our free tools, our video valuation, and the education that we provide to help folks value their jewelry. Tom and I are experts and the industry's most trusted team. Please join us now by spreading the word to your entire email list. We'll pay you 5% of the total payout, which on average would be $50 per transaction. 100 transactions is $5,000 in your pocket. We'd rather put our marketing dollars in your pocket and more money in your referrals pocket. Go to TigerMetalExchange.com and click on the Become a Partner button to join our team. Let's start a revolution, folks. We can't do it without you. TigerMetalExchange.com, the only click you need to make.
Would you like to discover the next great tech stock? David White, TFNN's technology guru, has just launched his new newsletter, The Technology Insider. In his newsletter, David will be looking for those shining stars that may turn into the next Apple, Microsoft, or Cisco. David combines his technology background as a software programmer with his market skills as a successful professional trader to give you this unique newsletter. We're on the verge of the next great tech run. With the Technology Insider, you'll be in front of the run-up and not lagging behind. David is developing a long-term investment portfolio, therefore we're only offering the Technology Insider as an annual subscription with a remarkable price of only $395. That's right, for a little over $1 a day, you'll receive the fundamental technology wisdom and technical trading skills of the Technology Insider David White. What are you waiting for? Go to the front of TFNN.com, click on the link on the front page, sign up for your 2-week free trial, and become a Technology Insider today. Great Basin Gold is a mining company engaged in the exploration and development of 2 emerging gold properties in Nevada and South Africa with a total resource base of more than 23 million gold ounces. Great Basin's Burnstone mine in South Africa opened in February of this year with a resource of 20 million gold ounces, becoming the first mine to open in the historic Witwatersrand Basin in the last 30 years. The Burnstone mine is projected to have a 25-year mine life and is fully financed with production anticipated to be over 250,000 ounces per year at a cash cost of only $450 per ounce. The Hollister mine in Nevada became fully integrated in the 4th quarter of 2010 with annual production estimates of 110,000 ounces of gold per year over the 8-year mine life at a cash cost of only $527 per ounce. Great Basin Gold is cash flow positive and trades on the Toronto and New York stock exchanges under the symbol GBG.
Catch Kate Stalter on the Small Cap Roundup, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 11 a.m. Eastern. Up next on TFNN.
Yeah.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. The Dow right now is down 41. You get the NASDAQ off 7. S&Ps are down 5. And if we just go look at the SPY for a second, you know, what you have is let's see, still not enough juice on the way down. You know, that last spike at 1040, you did 4.7 million, and you're still banging into, what is it, 7 point... Well, actually, no, I see what's happening. No, yeah, you need a lot more than that. You're banging into 7, you're banging into 8. It's going to need a lot more than that. This is going to get so deviant. I love that. The deviance in the marketplace is just a total mind blower. It absolutely is. I mean, it's like, how the heck... Well, I guess it's all our fears and greeds all put together.
Yeah, that's really what it is. That's what it is. That's why if you can trade your plan,
yes,
and just simply stick with it.
Right.
and realize that that you can't. I was talking about the importance of and just a little bit of change. I like the word they use, outcomes versus goal.
Yes.
Because sometimes goal you get so focused on a specific price or something specific, whereas outcome can be you can attain your outcomes much easier.
Right.
Like if your outcome was to lose weight.
Right.
Okay. Then as you're actually losing weight, you're achieving your outcome. If your goal was to lose 30 pounds, okay, you don't lose 30 pounds, all of a sudden you feel, you haven't set yourself up to win.
Right.
And that's really what it's all about in trading.
Yes, no, it is.
Is really being able to set yourself up to win, have some disciplined money management.
That's right.
Understand you have a distribution of wins and losses.
Right.
And life is like that. If you set yourself up to win, that's what gives you that momentum. To continue to take even more and more action, and to me that's what it's all about. It's just little tricks, like you were showing yesterday, in last night's webinar. It's little tricks make so much difference.
They are, and what Steve's saying, folks. Let me tell you something. It's all fact. Now I'm going to tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly inside of that. The great part of it is that you'll absolutely get what you want, do what you want. The bad part of it goes like this. Okay, it's not bad, but I want to bring this up because this is a thought process. Not a thought process. It's a thought process. Sometimes how other people will think about it. And this is what ends up happening. This is kind of interesting. It's real interesting because my wife Angie. She's in the business also, but she knows, of course, how I think. I know how she thinks, and sometimes. Because, thank God there's always another trade. Yeah. To me, everything is a trade. And sometimes, and it's not and it is. Because I can let go of things just in 2 seconds. Right. You know what I mean? I don't care whether I've just lost 100 grand, 10 grand, 50 grand, or made 500 grand. It doesn't matter. Yeah. And the key is, by the way, is that when you're making it, that it doesn't matter either. That's right. What matters is you're still in the game and you're going to do something, and you never go over your head money management-wise. That's right. That's the key. Yeah. And as she said to me, I don't know, about 3 years ago once. She says, I can't believe it. This is another trade for you. I says, it's a thought process. I says, I am not going to get hung up on one thing. Right. Okay. And I have in the past. Don't get me wrong, folks, but that's so many years ago that. I remember it, but I will not get hung up. Yeah. Because yesterday's gone, tomorrow's not here. What are you doing right now? Yeah. And it's cool because sometimes you have to laugh at it, and sometimes you have to cry at it. And it doesn't mean you don't cry when you lose. But absolutely, but the fact of the matter is, that just like there's so many plans. There's so many plans. Hey, life is to be lived. Oh, no question. It's so cool because it all ties into really, and I'll spend more time on it tomorrow because you won't be here and I'll be doing the 2 hours or what have you. But that's really what I've started in 2012 for all of our listeners that listen in on the 9 o'clock show. Oh, you do a great job too, because, man. I love it. To me, that's what it's a different way to think. Yeah, it is. No, it is. And you'll be happy. Folks, let me tell you, you'll be happy because your mind stays creative. Yeah. And, and you trust yourself. Yeah. And that's the name of the game. Yeah. All you Tigers and Tigresses, as always, we really appreciate you being out here. Right. Have a great day. Have a safe day. You stay right there. We have Kate Slater coming up for you, Larry Pesavento, Ken Shreve, and then Steve and I are going to be back this afternoon. Okay. We're going to be right back.